Respect and peace. I'm your host, Ultimate Male 420, if you sweet people didn't know already. And what you see before you right here is where all the magic happens on stream, baby. This has been my PC for the past, 7 odd years, since January of 2014. And we are now sitting here in the end of April 2021, baby. This PC served me a long time. So what we have here is Corsair Dominator RAMs, DDR3. 1800 megahertz a piece, or was it 900 megahertz and double data rate and all that nonsense like that, and you double it up to 1866 I think it is. I've got the X.M.P profile on, so this is a Corsair AIO, a Corsair H70 I believe. It's been on there for a very long time. Underneath that is an i7 3770K from Intel. The motherboard is an ASUS or ASUS, however you want to pronounce it, P8Z77V Pro. Let me see if it has it written there. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, I don't think you can, but okay. And here we have the MSI GTX 1080 Ti. I actually just recently got this in January, upgrading from the 1070 Ti, which I bought in November of 2017 to replace my faulty 780 GTX 780 that this PC initially came with. That died in around October of 2017. I upgraded it to the 1070 Ti, which served me well, and now I've gone for the 1080 Ti. I wanted to get the 2080 Ti for the 3D Vision, but they're so hard to get right now, and the prices are just insane. It's just ridiculous. And below that we have the Corsair RMX 850 or RM850X, excuse me. And this has been in this PC for about a year or so now. Originally, what was in there was another Corsair power supply, an 860X power supply, and that died twice actually. The first time I sent it back for an RMA to Corsair, and despite not having a receipt, because I got this whole setup secondhand, they gave me a one-time courtesy, and that was nice of them, to be fair. They gave me a one-time courtesy and actually replaced it. The second time, they said, nah, man, you had your one-time courtesy, go buy a new one. So I was like, all right, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I wound up getting another Corsair RM850X. And right here, we have the 10 terabyte Seagate hard drive. This is where I keep all my Steam games. You guys know I have like about 4,300 games minimum, I think, on Steam. I think it's actually like 5,000 plus games, but like a lot of the games have been delisted on Steam, so they don't show up on the front page in the games count. But when I go to my games library, there's a good 5K plus in there, like on Steam, that is. Above that, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you right here. It's the Samsung 870V SSD with some crazy NAND, I can't remember what it is, man, but it's a 512 gigabyte SSD, which obviously just runs the OS, and that pretty much rounds up my setup. Although I do have, I don't know if you can see here. There we go. So this is like another hard drive, a hard drive caddy. I have like these two IC dock hard drive caddies, which I use to pop hard drives in and out to file manage all my stuff. And basically having hot swap on enables me to do that. So I can have hot swap on the SATA ports, which are like in there. Don't know if you can see, it's a bit messy. There is, that's one SATA cable going somewhere. And yeah. It just allows me to just file manage between hard drives, pop them in and out on the fly, nice and easy peasy. Yeah, so I'm going to be upgrading this PC soon. The parts for that I'm going to do another video on, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So a little bit more history about this PC now. I got this in 2014, in January. I got the whole setup with a 780, with a GTX 780, a monitor, and that was a BenQ XL2411T monitor, which I've now upgraded. But and it also came with the 3D Vision glasses, a 3D Vision Kit 2, the glasses and the emitter. And I got the whole setup for £840 delivered. So that was pretty. It was pretty good value for money at the time. This PC lasted me a long time, and I was very pleased with the purchase. And since then, since then I've converted from console to PC. It's like once you taste PC Master Race, baby, oh yeah, there's no going back. You know what I mean? Like there's just no going back, man. Before that, I was on my Xbox 360 and whatnot, like, and yeah, I didn't even have an Xbox One back then. Like, barely had a PS4. No, in fact, I lie. I actually got the PS4 in 2015. Excuse me. So yeah, I didn't even have the PS4 back then. And yeah, once I tasted PC Master Race, there was no going back for me. Once I saw the stereoscopic 3D on the PC and everything, like, I was hooked, man. PC gaming, like, the sharpness, the texture quality, the increased frame rates, it's just the smooth butter, baby. and the large number of free to play games as well. At that time, it was just words can't describe it, man. It was just so much better value for money than paying for Xbox Live Gold and just just for the permission to play online when you can play the same games online on PC for free and all that jazz. But a number of years have passed, and Microsoft recently have made free-to-play games for free on Xbox Live Gold. But anyway, that's beyond the scope of this video. So a couple of problems I have had with the PC are mainly over the past 2 years. This particular fan here has died, as well as where is it now? Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this guy right here. This died as well. They're both dead, and I try to like, even when they were working though, they use these 2-pin connectors, and I swear, like, fans are supposed to be like 4 pins. So even when they were working, when I tried to put them into the motherboard, into some of these 4-pinned connectors, they just wouldn't work, man. Like, the computer wouldn't post. It would just beep, and I was just like, oh crap. That would scare the shit out of me. And then yeah, I'd have to undo it. Like, but yeah, I've never been able to connect the fans directly to the motherboard and get it to work. There's this other thing that you have to connect it to, and then connect that thing to the motherboard. Like, you have to, I think it goes to the front I/O here. But like these 4 ports here, they're USB 2.0. So for my upgrade, I'm thinking, shall I install my because now I have a new mobile RAM and CPU, the 5950X is what I'm upgrading to. I'm contemplating whether I should install it in this case, or if I should just buy a new case altogether with USB 3 ports in the front. There is one USB 3 port up there, but I was never been able to connect it because the wire from it is so short that, like, I was never able to actually put it into a USB 3 port. And even the guy who had the PC before me, because this PC was pre-built by somebody else and I got it off Gumtree, like a local listing website, for the alleged price that I just explained, and he wasn't able to get the port working. So yeah, that was another misfortune there. I need to take these fans out if they're not working, and I don't know which fans I should replace them with, to be honest, man. I think they're 140 millimeters. And a more recent issue is this guy right here. So this fan is the only fan that actually works, but over the past 3 weeks it started to make a bit of a rattling sound. I will do another video about it in a separate video when I have it turned on, and I'll show you guys. So if you're interested in checking that out, subscribe to the channel so you can see that particular video. But what happens is that it works, but like the fan rattles, and it's worrying because I feel like the fan's gonna die, and if the fan dies, the pump is gonna it's gonna continue to pump water, but like nothing's gonna cool the water when it reaches the radiator, and then eventually, like, the heat is gonna build up, the pressure is gonna build up, with the hot water, the temperature is gonna rise, and eventually the water's gonna make the pipes burst. I think that's often how a lot of the scary stories regarding AIOs bursting kind of happen. Is first the fan fails, and then the water inside gets too hot, and then it wants to come out, and then the pressure gets too much and it bursts out the pipes, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I mean, this computer is usually on 95% of the time. So this Corsair cooler has served quite well over the past 6-7 years, and I don't know how long the previous guy had this computer before me. I think he had it for a year or two as well. So it's I think it goes back to like 2012, the earliest, I think. I tried to Google this particular cooler for in Google Images. I couldn't find it. Most of them now, the pump is smaller. I think they've done that now. I think they may have degraded the quality in the pumps as years have gone on to cater for inflation, to protect the profit margin. So that's why I think if you buy like something that's similar to this now, it won't last you as long, because they've degraded the quality over time to compensate for inflation, to protect the profit margin. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up, to be honest. Like the overall, the i7-3770K, it was like, it seemed to, like, it runs at like, under load, it would run between 65 to 77 degrees, and it would spike to 80, 82, 83 under heavy load, under heavy gaming. And like if I played like CSGO, like, you know, like my frames would start tanking and stuff. So that's why I've been wanting a computer upgrade for a very long time now. I intend to reuse this particular GPU, the 1080 Ti, with the Ryzen 5950X. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing an install video of me piecing it all together. But I just need to figure out now what I'm going to do with these fans. If I should just remove them and just be done with it. But I think maybe I should replace the fans. But I don't know what to replace them with. So if you guys have any recommendations, do let me know. And yeah, I think that wraps it up for this particular video. If I forget anything, I'll put it in the video description. Do check out the video description as well for additional information. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. If you have any tips, do let me know in the comments as well. I'm all ears because I'm new to this. And yeah, I'm your host, Ultimate Male 420, and I'll be seeing you sweet people in the very next video. Oh yeah, take care.